Fortnite Season 3, the season that will be remembered for starting it all. Up until that point, Fortnite was just another battle royale. Of course, I'm well aware that Fortnite did have its building mechanic gimmick, which did set it aside from other battle royales. But what Season 3 was about to do, and especially Season 4, it was about to send the game stratospheric. And if you looked up there, you would see a blue light. Everyone was theorizing what this could be. With Forbes writing articles, Reddit theories, the community was definitely gripped. Even Fortnite themselves were getting excited, with Blast Off getting matched on Saturday by 10:30 AM PT, 1:30 PM ET, 7:30, you get the idea. And look to the sky, it only happens once. But like everything on Fortnite, the nostalgia train would have to get involved, and Fortnite started to drip feed the nostalgia way. It even happened before the OG season with, of course, UEFN. The first thing everyone wanted to do was build their own OG Fortnite map. Once Fortnite saw that, it was only inevitability that Fortnite would do an OG season, a remix season, and then finally offer us the whole thing. Fortnite OG Chapter 1 Season 1. But maybe it's not that simple. My memory's starting to come back to me, and I forgot that some UEFN creators, or at the time creative creators, got given UEFN early, so Fortnite was aware of them making OG maps, but then turned around and said, you can't do this. Funny times, eh? Funny times. So we are meant to be getting the events back again. And with the response of OG at the moment, and people becoming quite weary of it almost, tired of it, and some people are kind of saying I'm waiting for this season and that season when the game starts to heat up again. I'm like, that's naturally what happens when a game gets better. It improves from a more limited state, shall we say. However you try and dress it up, Fortnite has improved from Chapter 1 to now. They have more ingredients to make this game the best game in the world. Sometimes they don't get it right, but at least they're trying. I mean, I believe the only reason that Fortnite OG is bearable is because of newer movements. Honestly, at the time you don't realise because you don't know the greener grass on the other side. But oh my god, OG movement was slow as hell. I don't want to sit here and say that OG is failing. Of course, you can come to that conclusion yourself. But one thing I will say, is OG offering anything new? Well, of course it isn't. So is it really offering anything at all? And while I can understand I am kind of leading the answer here, I'm not. What Fortnite OG is offering is a nostalgia trip, as well as the perfect shotgun meta, which is the pump, because the shotgun meta in normal BR is awful, with the infiltrator being the only shotgun I will probably use, because the rest of them are awful. So I guess currently it offers something that many of the community would like, for Fortnite to have a pump every season. Anyway, I'm getting off the point. Honestly, I'm starting to believe that OG is a conspiracy. That how it came to be. Fortnite almost wanted us to believe that we sort of manufactured the idea by ourselves, when in fact I think they planted the seed for us to believe that we wanted OG, so they can't be blamed for what happens next. We were almost conditioned to accept the arrival of Fortnite OG, UEFN, Fortnite OG Season, Remix, and now we have to suffer the full 10 seasons in a course of a year. Fortnite back in the day seemed very reluctant in giving us any nostalgic feelings, but now it feels like we've been caught in a monsoon of them. But while I may be joking about the conspiracy theory itself, now I've pointed it out, something isn't quite adding up. Of course it's fine for games to test the water, of course it is. There's no issues with Fortnite seeing how the UEFN OG maps go and think, you know, we can do it better. Which obviously they can, they should be able to do it better. And they watched independent teams build these OG maps and then turn around once they were out saying, well, you can't do this anymore, you can only do OG. Even though I think they've relaxed now, because I'm pretty sure I'm seeing many creative maps pull out a Chapter 2, a Chapter 3, and a Chapter 4 OG modes. OG, of course, in quotations. Well, to be fair, some people may say this, what we currently have, isn't OG because it's got some of the new movement. and I think the game is unplayable if they bring back the old movement. We're too far gone from that. I mean, if people want that, I guess that's an open discussion, but for me, that wouldn't work. But maybe Fortnite has a chance to be different and make everybody happy. While people may complain about gun models being different, of course, I've already mentioned it, but movement being different, the one thing that could be different and everyone be happy are events. Now, I think there's something quite romantic in the fact that, events are normally a one-time thing. Now, everyone's trying to get on the game in that one time, and hopefully we will see something incredible. Like, you're never going to be able to replicate seeing the end event for the first time. That's if you got in. Even most recent events, Pandora's Box, the Big Bang, seeing Eminem perform, going up against the Mecha Team leader in the Remix event. I know I heard leakers talking about this, but even if they wasn't, we do have a good actual in real life example for this, and that is Genesis Studio. Well, okay, Fracture Reshape was them just trying to do a better event than what Fortnite did, but with Skyfire, it was very different. They sort of focused on the event at the aftermath, so it was called Skyfire Aftermath. And that is a perfect thing that Fortnite can do now, and it seems like they may be doing that, judging by some of the leaks, that we will see the Meteorite, and that we will have a Meteorite event instead of just seeing it play out in the trailer. I think this is a superb idea. So I feel like I got a bit biased. I'm kind of expecting Fortnite OG to offer something different, to offer something new. I would always hope when someone offers something that it's something different, but maybe OG should just be what it was, and we should just play out seasons and events how they were. But at the same time, I have this thing at the back of my head telling me they should come with something different, a different angle of the event, a different way to look at a season. But I do believe that's what Reload is meant to be giving us, this sort of space in between what Fortnite used to feel like and what Fortnite now feels. Of course, you heard me jokingly bring up a conspiracy theory, but I think it's a lot more darker than that. And maybe if someone like Genesis Studios ain't careful, they could be on the receiving end of Epic Games. Someone may have brought this up before, but Fortnite may actively be borrowing, quotation marks, other ideas. But if you remember about Atlas and the others, they started to do seasons as well, go from 1 to 10 and maybe even chapter 2. Of course, Atlas within UEFN are using Fortnite's property, but now Atlas are completely dead in terms of OGBR, and Fortnite is now running with the idea. And that's almost happening with any creative game that is successful. There was some talk of Fortnite minigames that was coming out. I don't know if that's been cancelled, but obviously some of the biggest maps are Fortnite minigames. Sorry, when I say Fortnite minigames, I mean minigames that are in Fortnite. Of course, the idea may have came from Roblox originally, and maybe even further back than that. But I believe from the outside looking in, Roblox allows their creators to sort of breathe when Fortnite, when they sort of see something doing well, they jump in on it themselves. I mean, they've kind of given the community Ballistic at the moment, sort of unfinished Ballistic maps. Are they sort of expecting some creators to start jumping on and creating their own maps? I mean, if that starts doing well, I'd be worried as a creator because Fortnite is about to come down on you again and start getting back involved with it. So one day, your little creative team with about 3 people in it, you're paying them, you're supporting yourself because your map's getting paid, and then all of a sudden, Fortnite comes in with their big guns and completely squashes you. Maybe I am overreacting a bit, let me know down in the comments if I am, but if the shoe fits, it fits. So of course Fortnite has put themselves in this position where currently OG we're on Season 3 and we will run through to Season X and maybe start in Chapter 2 Season 1, who knows, or we'll start again. Like, creators were doing this for them. I understand the money factor, that these creators are basically taking your map and siphoning money that you could have, but I personally believe it's a dangerous game to play if Fortnite wants to step in and, be kings in that game mode. The Pit, for example, horror maps. Or no, maybe I'm wrong because they haven't brought imposters back. I guess the natural successor would be Murder Mysteries or the other imposter game modes that have sprung up since the demise of the imposter game mode. I mean, that game mode in itself is a rip-off of Among Us. Although eventually they had to say the inspiration was Among Us, but they still had the game mode out and they didn't actively get rid of it until much later after that. Anyway, what I'm trying to actively say in this video is that UEFN, people may complain about it, but it's an actively created competition for Epic Games within their own game. Remember, Epic Games is the most played creator maps in Fortnite. They don't want to not be that, I assure you. Of course, you've got Fall Guys in the game. They completely brought out Fall Guys and then brought it into Fortnite. So when Fortnite sees a UEFN team doing really well with a game mode and they've brought to Fortnite, what stops Fortnite from just completely engulfing it with their own model? Yes, they probably already had the idea of OG, and of course no one is really stealing anything here because it's a lot more complicated than that. No one can really copyright game modes. But for the sake of the ecosystem, I think Fortnite has to be careful. Yes, maybe OG came to Fortnite and Epic Games in a dream and they thought, you know what, we should do this. Or they saw what Atlas and the other teams were doing and thought, why don't we just do that? And now it's Chapter 1, Season 3, and things aren't looking too good on the surface. So while we could claim that Fortnite is playing on nostalgia, maybe it's because we want to play on nostalgia that they've had to play on it. Can you imagine if Atlas and them guys were still about and their maps were getting concurrently 50,000 people on it? Yes, Epic Games would do something about it. So is Fortnite OG just free real estate for Fortnite? Like, we've got this, no one else can even attempt this and be as good as we are. Pay for the big money trailers, push people into the game, be top of people's discovery, no chance. And Fortnite can do this with every single game that you can put into creative. So guys, is Fortnite OG free real estate for Epic Games? And could they do this with any other game mode? Let me know down in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, use my support creator code MRJOY in a Fortnite item shop, hashtag ad, hashtag ad partner. Till next time, bye bye!